Earn while you learn. I'm Dr. Kelly Winarski with Kairos Connect, and I am here today with a very unique opportunity. And I wanted to introduce Dr. Jeff Mitchell of Billings, Montana, to tell us a little bit more about his position that he's offering in his practice. Go ahead, Dr. Jeff.
Hi, Kelly. Thank you. Um, well, I have a pretty unique opportunity. I've been running a practice for the last 23 years, and over the last about 10, we've become highly focused and specialized in just personal injury. So we've become very successful at it. We've grown. We've got one really great associate. He's doing awesome.
Mm.
But we're not a position where we'd like to hire two more associates. And this is a great opportunity for anybody that really wants to learn the business of personal injury, wants to learn how to communicate with attorneys and how to advertise and
Mm.
market a personal injury practice. And that's, kind of the background stuff. But really, what you need to know is how to document a personal injury case,
Mm.
how to treat somebody that has been injured, how to know if they've been injured or if they're malingering, how to document using subjective information and objective and what's called hybrid information, and how to document it in such a way that attorneys and insurance adjusters and law firms can understand what it is that you're doing, and so that the patient gets treated fairly. Because what we've found is that insurance companies will really take advantage of people when they have poor documentation and they're being treated by run-of-the-mill general practitioners who don't really specialize in auto injury. So that's really, very, very quick, basic overview of what you would be learning.
Absolutely. I know, and you can probably relate yourself coming out of school. You really don't know what you don't know. And I'm fond of saying there's a season of earning and then or learning, and then there's a season of earning. But this is kind of the best of both worlds. And PI auto injury can be highly, highly profitable, but it sounds like it's kind of its own animal, and you really need to know the nuts and bolts and study under someone who is highly specialized in this in order to treat those cases.
Yeah, it certainly helps. And, you know, I've gotten to the point where I'm actually teaching continuing legal education courses for the
Mm.
attorneys. So
Wow.
I have courses at least twice a year, where we do a 12 to 15 hour continuing ed course for the attorneys, because they also don't know it. And most
Mm.
doctors think that, these attorneys, they know so much. In reality, they know the law really well. They don't know medicine, they don't know chiropractic. And so they're left with not even knowing how to read your notes or what they mean. And
Mm.
so you've got to be able to teach them, you got to be able to educate them. And, for the right associate who wants to learn all that stuff, that's awesome. For the associate who just wants to learn how to treat and document and not really know the marketing part, it's also awesome. So you're not anybody that comes and joins me is not going to be forced into a certain box. There's going to be different types of
Right.
people who want different types of practices. And so I'm really able to teach you everything from how to run a business from A to Z, like literally everything from hiring to marketing and all the things about how to run a business, HR, and the 7 basic areas of a business, how to run it. And then there's people who don't want all that headache. It's just a mess
Mhm.
that they do not want to deal with. I'm going to teach you how to be an amazing practitioner and how to deal with these people that have been in auto accidents or work comp or any other types of injuries, but how to deal with them in a way that is really beneficial to them as a patient, but helps the attorneys so that they can get a fair settlement
Right.
for their patients and for their clients that have been injured.
Absolutely. And to me, CBP is pretty much the gold standard in chiropractic corrective techniques, and you're offering to train on all of that. You're paying for the certification. I understand. The person coming out of this opportunity is going to be ready to start their own practice if they choose to, and be a dang great chiropractor. As well. Is that kind of what you would say?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you don't know much about chiropractic biophysics, learn some. We've got
Mhm.
about 350 published research studies. I've published one
Mhm.
of those 350. And so we have this amazing body of research to prove that what we're doing actually works. And it's growing on a just a daily basis. It's absolutely phenomenal how much research we're doing. So I will pay the associate to go to Eagle, Idaho to get the training that they need to get to be certified in CVP. They'll also be trained by experienced doctors at my office, by myself and my
Mhm.
associate, who is becoming a partner right now. So I don't know if I still call him an associate or not, but you'll be trained by both of us in the care and treatment of patients as far as CVP is concerned. We are going to standardize though, so you have to be able to do CVP. That'll be a requirement.
Mhm.
There's always nuance. Every chiropractor treats a little bit differently, but we will need that standardization from doctor to doctor to be able to, so the patients know what to expect when they come to our office. So that CVP is foundational to what we do, and we do it very, very well. I'm advanced certified. Dr. Sirik is also, he's pretty much advanced certified. All he has to do is present his case study, and then he will be advanced certified as well in CVP.
Mhm. Beautiful. All right. And tell us a little bit about your area, Billings, Montana. What is that area like? What drew you to that area? Tell us a
Well,
little bit more.
Billings, Montana is home to about 120,000 people if you count a little bit out a little bit. So the town itself was probably only about 80,000, but
Mhm.
120,000 people, which makes it the largest population center for about 300 miles.
Okay.
So it's in the middle of kind of nowhere as far as population is concerned. The next largest city is Missoula in Montana with about 80 or
Hmm.
90,000, something like that. But Billings is about an hour off of the edge of the mountains. So it's not a mountainous city, it's towards the plains. And
Hmm.
so you get a lot better weather than the rest of the state. Summer's longer, winter is shorter, which is very nice. We're still going to get the same coldness, that you do anywhere in the northern states. Um, so yeah, we get cold, we get snow, but the snow is really interesting. It snows and melts all winter long. So you rarely have extended periods of time with any ice or snow on the road. As far as the community itself, we have two colleges, we have two major hospitals, we have it's a growing, bustling community. Actually, I guess we have three hospitals. A medical school just opened up last year in our town,
Okay.
which is very interesting. I've thought about going over there and teaching some courses, but haven't done it yet. Um, so what else? It's a family community. There's lots of families, lots of really, really good schools. The public schools in our area, especially if you're from the East Coast, are very, very different. There aren't private schools in Montana. That's just not a thing, not for elementary and high school and stuff. But our public schools are actually very good. And we have fantastic arts programs at our schools. They tend to be very focused on music and other arts, and so that's really cool. They also have all the typical sports and things. But great schools, great community, and of course, I might be biased. I've grown up here. I've been here most of my life. So I've lived in Montana all but about, well, all except college. So what's that? 5 years, 4 years, something like that. So I've lived here my whole life. So that's kind of why I was
Mhm.
drawn to it. Um, so
That
it's
makes
really good
absolute
community.
sense.
You have
Hmm.
access to skiing an hour away. You have access
Hmm.
to hunting 5 minutes out of town. You have the best fishing in the world. The Bear Tooth, or sorry, the Bighorn River is about an hour and a half away. It is known as literally the top fly fishing river in the world. It is absolutely phenomenal if you like fishing. So lots of outdoors things in very close proximity, but not having to deal with living in the mountains like you would if you lived closer.
Fantastic. It sounds like a beautiful community. And obviously, we've all seen Yellowstone. So,
Yes, as all of us from Montana groan
I'm sure you
and all the
do.
things
I'm
like, oh, that's
sure.
not the way this is. That town is not near that place. uh,
Well, thank you so much for sharing all of that information. It sounds like an amazing, really an apprenticeship type of situation. And in my humble opinion, that it's something our profession needs a whole lot more of. So this is a great opportunity to earn some money while you learn how to run an uber successful practice. To apply, you're going to send your resume and a cover letter to Dr. Jeff at info@kairosconnect.com. And we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much, Dr. Jeff.